Do you want to start?
Go ahead. Love you.
I will say this, she's everything that I'd ever hoped and dreamed that she could have been and more. For those of you that have listened to this podcast for the 5 years we've had it, you know our great affinity for Taylor, and this was pre-Travis.
She went to every event that we hosted. I mean, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, she was at everything. So, like, couldn't have been more awesome. Talked to everybody. Just an absolutely stellar person.
The way she handled herself, she was obviously very gracious, very nice to us, super sweet to us. I go in for a handshake. She goes in for a hug. She's hugging everybody, no matter if it was me or Taylor or anybody on the squad.
So I'll never get tired of hearing people share their awesome Taylor Swift stories. And here's some recent ones that happened in the last few months.
We've got one more question. Here we go, guys. For those of you calm down listeners, we know you're going to ask it. Jenny, RD13, is the lucky winner we drew out of a hat. I can't calm down after seeing that pic. How was meeting T Swift? How, when, all right.
I was just saying how she said it.
How Max says it. Do you want to start?
Go ahead. Love you.
I will say this, she's everything that I'd ever hoped and dreamed that she could have been and more. For those of you that have listened to this podcast for the 5 years we've had it, you know our great affinity for Taylor, and this was pre-Travis. We obviously went on this podcast and advocated for her to give him a chance. That clearly worked out, and they are so happy and adorable and all things.
Adorable.
So when the opportunity came about for all of us to spend time together and go on vacation, we were elated to not just, to have like time with them, but also just in general, like, I don't know, like see what she was all about. She's everything and more. Their lives are so public. So it was very important for Erin and I not to say anything, not because we don't like to share stuff with you, but it's important for us to let them dictate the narrative on things they do in their personal life. So that's my thing. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it other than saying she's a dream and I adore her and I'm so happy that they make each other happy.
You said this a couple weeks ago about her, and I don't think we feel this way about the both of them. We're so protective of them and their privacy and what they deserve. So that's why we never said anything or never planned on saying anything. So with that, Travis, I'd really like some privacy. I mean, how dare you put that? Well, I mean, no photo approval on this end. What the hell, my man? No joke. That's one of my favorite photos from the trip we all took together. And yeah, I'll echo it. She's a 20 out of 20.
Fun.
She just is. She is so much fun. And I will say this, our group, the six of us, we
Not
have
boring.
a time. Yeah, a good group. So yeah.
Yeah, we love them. We are happy for them. And now we are happy to report back that, yes, the long-awaited meeting did in fact happen and it exceeded expectations because she is as advertised and a whole lot more. All right, join us,
Let's give it up
everybody.
for the girl,
Give it up.
What a gal.
Swift, and her mate. Join us on the big show. We got lots to
I was wrestling with myself as to how far we go into this interview before I bring up the Taylor Swift karaoke. I guess it's now.
It's now.
Dude, give us the story, soup to nuts, man.
Travis said that she might be coming to Titan U, and I was like, sick. That'd be awesome. I would be a huge fan of that. She came to our Monday night. We just have kind of like a reception party for all the guys to kind of meet each other. She came to that, talked to everybody. She probably talked to my mom and my mother-in-law way too much. So thank you to her for making their lives. That was really fun. Took photos with everybody. Could not have been nicer, cooler. I drank a beer with her. I delivered her a couple of tequila drinks throughout the course of the weekend, which was cool. She went to every event that we hosted. I mean, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, she was at everything. So like couldn't have been more awesome. Talked to everybody. Just an absolutely stellar person. It was pretty fun.
And at any point were you a little starstruck?
Yeah, no, immediately. I was like, that's insane. That's Taylor Swift. It's the most famous person in the world.
What was your history of listening to her? Because I know you like Avril Lavigne has been in your playbook.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in high school, I absolutely crushed listening to Taylor Swift. It was fantastic.
So
Love Story is my favorite.
I was going to say, so when you sang Love Story, you did not have the lyrics up on Spotify.
Oh, gosh, no. The best part of that was my wife, she goes, hey, will you go get us a tequila water? And I was like, I'd love to. And so I go to the bar, come back, and as I'm giving her a drink, I was like, Taylor, just want to let you know, Love Story is like my favorite song of yours, and then it comes on the loudspeaker. And I was like...
That's how it happened.
I was like, thank you so much. For those listening, I'm looking up at the sky right now. And I was like, do you mind if I just selfie this? She was like, go for it. I was like, you rock. Thank you so much.
Take me somewhere we should be alone. I'll keep waiting. There's nothing to from you. Be the first.
No matter what people say about Taylor Swift, people say everything. This girl's life is followed and thumbed through like a microscope the way she handled herself. She was obviously very gracious, very nice to us, super sweet to us. I go in for a handshake. She goes in for a hug. She's hugging everybody, no matter if it was me or Taylor or anybody on the squad. She was super nice to them. But just observing her with like the fans and showing up there whenever fans were able to kind of get to her, the amount of like, that moment was the only moment that would exist, the way she's treating everybody. And I thought that was fucking cool, because this is somebody who, you know, they have their flight tracker. Like, everything she does is not necessarily private. She has to work overtime to try and keep as much privacy in her life as possible. And I feel like she has a fan base that comments on absolutely everything she does. I mean, just from the experience we had with our photo, our little flex photo, and just seeing people like, they feel like they're detectives, like, putting it like, oh my gosh, they took a photo with Donald Trump and she's taking a photo with these guys, and why aren't they vetting everybody? And then you got her fans that are battling, what do you expect her to do? Do you expect them to go through everybody's background checks and do this and that? And it is insane how rabid this fan base is. And to operate the way she does, I legitimately think she's like it's nothing but class.
Yeah, I know Mitch's girlfriend Brooke, her and Sitton were at the concert, and she went into the bathroom and Taylor Swift was in there just like any other girl on a Friday night at the bar, taking selfies in the girls' bathroom with like all of the different tight ends' wives and girlfriends. And it was just like a normal girls' bathroom that you hear about in the songs,
yeah,
but in real life. And it was just like it seemed like a very wholesome moment, which is cool.
Yeah, man.
Brooke walked into the bathroom and she walked in and it was Claire Kittle and Taylor just taking a selfie in the bathroom. I was like, you should have, like, hey, I'm big fans of both of you guys. You mind if I
photobomb that thing?
But
it's weird. I mean, you're like starstruck seeing Taylor Swift in person.
That's what I was saying too.
It's like, man, she looks super normal. Like, do I ask if I want to get in a photo? Like, Taylor Swift's out there photobombing pictures. It was nuts, man.
I was telling my roommates when we saw her, like, she has this like aura and glow to her. Like, the way I described it was like, you know, in Fortnite, how you go and find those chests and they have like,
I love how we got a Fortnite analogy,
and they're like glowing a little bit. Like, that was her. And it was like, I had never experienced that before. And especially, it's like, I thought it was kind of weird because I thought I would feel that way about a football player, but like, she having that aura, and like everybody would stop and just stare at her whenever she walked by. It was super cool, and she was super nice to everybody. It's like,
I mean, when it leaked that she was gonna be at that concert, it's like ticket prices were $20 or $30 for general admission. They weren't even sold out yet, and then they're going for over $900 just from the leak.
Yeah.
And everybody, any media group or anybody that was there, any brand that was there, had to get vetted, and there had to be clearance, and you had to go through a process to, hey, if you take a photo, like, you know, you can't post anything until it gets cleared. So the height of the moment, then Taylor Swift and Travis walk in. Travis like, hey, you got to meet the boys, and she was awesome, man. She was cool.
The fact that she played that song, I think, tells you everything you need to know about her. She could demand $5 million for that type of performance. To play one song, I think she could get $5 million. And she went out there for free for all these people just because it was all like a part of the vibe of the night, and she wanted to be a part of it. And I think that's super cool when a star of that level will go out there and do a show for free, knowing that everybody does want to see her. And it was one song, but she made it around, 6 to 7 minutes and gave everybody the full experience.
Yeah.
Which is something she did not have to do.
And just immersing herself in Travis's world. Like, it seems like she's one of the homies. It's like you're sitting there having FOMO knowing you're not going to go out there. Like, hey, you want to go the after party, Jason Aldean, stuff like that. And you see George's video of them like singing one of her songs.
Yeah.
So I think it was absolutely cool of Erin and Charissa to share some of their experience of hanging out with Taylor and Trav, because I can only imagine how fun those two are. I mean, they're an absolute vibe. And Trav did share a picture from their time together on his now viral off-season adventures, which feature Taylor. And if you missed that, check that out in the next video.